Welcome back guys to part 2 of the VESPA small frame engine build.
If you've watched the last video, which if you haven't, go and watch it so you're up to date. We've got all the bearings and seals in, plus the kickstart. Just to mention as well, I've had a bit of work done in between then and now. So thank you very much George at Team George Scooters. So I needed some holes drilled. As you can see there, we've got both holes drilled. Okay, so task number 1 is we're going to be fitting this BFA FRT primary into the engine casing. So the plan is to heat up this bearing here, so hopefully this should just slot in. Okay, so we've now got this in and it's spinning very freely, which is nice. Did take a bit of a whack with the end of a rubber mallet with obviously the wood side. I basically just hit the very middle there. So now we can see this other side here and the groove of where the circlip will go in. So the next step is putting in the gear selector. I do have a conversion kit coming, so that hopefully should be here soon. I'm also going to put a bit of grease on the top of here, so when it slots in there again, it should be lubricated and nice and easy to move. Okay, so the conversion kit has arrived, as we can see. That's all the parts. I've laid the engine down like that. And obviously got these instructions in German, which is great, but it's fine, it should be pretty easy to translate. So yeah, I'm going to show you how to fit it. So the first step is for this small pin to be slightly sanded so it can fit in that top hole and rotate freely. That's in and locked in. We're going to put some more thread lock on here on this little pin. Basically the little groove here needs to be pointing upwards like that. Again, needs to be hammered in, pressed in, carefully done though. It needs to be flat in there with a bit of thread lock. So yeah, so that is in and flush, which is good. Make sure when you hit this or press it, you have a bit of something on top like tissue or a rag or something just to protect the top of this thing. But yeah, there we go, that is in, and as you can see, it moves pretty nicely. We've got this piece here which we want to screw into there, some more lock threads, and we've got this tiny sort of washer shim thing that needs to go on there as well.
Just got out of a 5-year. My friend said to be careful. Lexi said that I should slow down. Then I saw you in that wedding gown. We were both straight until we met. Both of our boyfriends.
So the next stage of the build is the Layshaft. So what we've got to do, finally got the new cruciform. It's a DRT cruciform, the 2 shims. I believe one's thicker than the other, yes. Oh, and we've got the spring as well, can't forget the spring, the hardened spring. What we've got to do is we've got to remove the clip off this, remove the gears, keeping them in order so we don't forget what order they're in. Yeah, replace this cruciform pretty much.
We almost did something big. We almost fell in. Kissing you doesn't feel this good. From girlfriend to just so we could. I called him back the next day and said this is the best decision we could have made. We were both straight until we met. Both of our boyfriends threw a fit. I get that fit. He called me.
Now, one of the tips to not losing the spring or the ball, pull the cruciform out in a bag. Plus, the spring won't take my eye out. So, let's give this a go. There we go. Jesus Christ, did you see that? The ball flew out about 1500 miles an hour. There we go, that's the old cruciform out. There's the 2 balls that go in there. There's the spring. We've got to replace it pretty much with the hardened spring from DRT. And of course these 2 balls. I actually have 2 new balls on the way. When the new balls come, which, well, will be in about 5 seconds for you. Put the spring in, like that, in there. 2 balls, and then yeah. Okay, I actually can't believe I've done this. Yeah, look, it's in. Alright, so basically what I did is I put one of the balls, shit, I almost pulled it all the way out. I put one of the balls in and sort of used one side of it to sort of keep that in, flipped it over, keeping that side over and this hole exposed. The spring was sticking out, put the ball in, got a screwdriver, pushed in the ball. At the same time I pushed the ball in with the screwdriver, I was pulling this, and it, yeah, look at that. So again, remember, taller side always at the top, facing upwards.
Let's take Melissa's back. Never told my parents, never told Sally Mae about us.
Right, put it into neutral. Oh, look at that. Much better, no rubbing at all. Brilliant, right, time to put this in. It's a lot smoother and no rubbing. It was almost like clicking, because it was obviously catching slightly because the spacing was a bit off. But there we go, brilliant stuff, nice, right, let's get this in. Right, so we're going to put this in a minute. What we're going to do, might as well put this DRT input shaft in. So I'm going to heat up this bearing a little bit, and then basically just put it in and knock it in with a hammer pretty much. So I've got to a point with the Layshaft where I've got it in a certain amount, but I can't get it in anymore. I haven't got a crankshaft pulley, so a little thing I've actually just worked out right now, which actually I'm quite pleased about, is if you haven't got a pulley, if you put the rear hub on and then tighten this nut, as you tighten it, it'll basically pull the input shaft through using basically just the hub. So let me show you that right now, and yeah, it means you don't need a crankshaft pulley, or you don't need to hit it. Bang. There we go. That should now pretty much be all the way in. So if we take this wheel nut off now and take a look. We will see if this works or not. No way. No way, look at this. How does that actually work? That is actually brilliant. Well, there we go. If you don't have a pulley, or well, you don't want to hit it, you don't really want to do that anyway, just use your hub.
Okay, so I hope you enjoyed part 2 of the engine build. I've invested in a new mic, as you can see, so hopefully the audio will be a lot better in future videos. Let me put that on. There we go, how cool is that? But yeah, hopefully you guys did enjoy that video. Obviously part 2 of the engine build. I feel like we made some really great progress in this video. I have had a few problems in between then. Obviously me recording this now is a little bit later, but you will see all of that in the next video. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the Martini race build as well. We're making some good progress with that, and we are almost finished with that. Thank you again so much for watching. See you next time. Cheers.